Hello friends, welcome to my new session on linear differential equation. Now friends, I have previously made another session for this topic. In that previous topic, I have discussed about CF of the complementary function, and in this topic, I will discuss about particular integral, that is PI. I hope all of you remember that a linear differential equation, while solving the linear differential equation, it consists of two parts, that is the CF plus PI. Now friends, I will suggest you one thing, that if you haven't seen the previous video, please go and check it out. The link is given in the description box below. Because if you don't understand what is the CF, there is no use of understanding what is the PI, because this together will make a complete solution of the linear differential equation. Now I will first show you some basic working rules. Like, first say, if we give f of d, this is a function of d, not fd doesn't mean fixed deposit here. If f of d is d to the power n plus d to the power n minus 1 up to d to the power 0 c, this is the function. And if we have a function of x, say e of e to the power ax, right, then the integral will be, the PI will be e to the power ax by f of d, or better, if we put e to the power ax by f of a, that is putting a in place of this d. And I hope all of you remember what is d. I told you before previously that d is equal to dy dx. Please remember friends, this term is very important for students. This term is very important, since you will come by this term quite often in almost all the books which contains this linear differential equation part. Now the formula which I have shown you before, that is the PI is equal to e to the power ax by f of a, right? This I have shown you, but it contains a condition that f of a must not be equal to 0, right? Now the thing which you will come to in your mind, that what you will do when this denominator part, that is f of a, is equal to 0. When you will face such a condition, then you have to do like this. When f of a will be 0, you differentiate it and then put the value of a, and x will be added here, and this will go on for x square is equal to, this will also be e to the power x square by f double dash of a, when f dash of a is equal to 0. Now this will continue, my friends. I will show you an example so that you can understand better. Suppose we have this problem. We are given this problem and we need to find the solution. Then what we need to do is, first we have to find the CF For CF, what I have shown you, that let us assume that dy dx is equal to d. Then this equation will become d square plus d plus 1 is equal to into y is equal to 1 minus e to the power x whole square. Now to find the CF part, we have to equal to this one equal to 0, right? So d square plus d plus 1 is equal to 0. Applying this Siddharth's formula, d is equal to minus 1 plus minus root over of b square once minus 4 by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 plus minus I root 3 by 2. Alright. So, as the previous session, CF is equal to e to the power minus x by 2 into C1 cos of root 3 by 2 into x plus C2 sine of root 3 by 2 into x. So how I have find out this, please check the previous session on this same topic. You will find out how I got this answer. Now coming to the PI part. Now to get to the PI part, let's expand this one properly. That is d square plus d plus 1 y is equal to 1 minus 2 e to the power x plus e to the power 2x. Alright. This can be written as e to the power 0 into x. Right. So to get this PI, we can write e to the power 0 into x minus 2 e to the power x. I hope it's clear up till this part for everybody. Now see. Now what I have told you previously, that to put the value of this part, that is if it is given e to the power ax, then put the value of a in f of d. Right. So what we will do, we will just put the value of x. This is here, it is 0, so we will put 0 0 here. Here it is 1, we will put 1 1 here. Here it is 2, we will put this. Okay, so what we get, e to the power 0x by 0 plus 0 plus 1 minus 2 into e to the power x by 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus e to the power 2x by 4 plus 2 plus 1. Right. So at the end what we get is 1 minus 2 e to the power x by 3 plus e to the power 2x by 7. So this is what is called this full portion will form the PI. What was our CF? CF was e to the power minus x by 2 C1 cos root 3 by 2x plus C2 sin root 3 by 2 into x, and our pi is 1 minus 2 by 3 e to the power x plus 1 by 7 into e to the power 2x. Now I have told you previously that the total solution will be CF plus pi. So the total thing will be e to the power minus x by 2 C1 cos of root 3 by 2 x plus C2 sin of root 3 by 2 into x plus 1 minus 2 by 3 e to the power x plus 1 by 7 e to the power 2x. This will be the whole answer. This part will be the whole answer. Now suppose we have a trigonometric function, like we say we have sin of ax plus b or cos of ax plus b. We have this kind of trigonometric function in the right hand side. In the right hand side we have this kind of trigonometric function. In that case, what we need to do? Suppose this is the function of x, then x divided by fd. I have told you previously what is fd. Let me write here. Fd is equal to a1 d to the power n plus a2 d to the power n minus 1 up to an d to the power 0. Right? This is what is fd. Now if this is the case, then in case of d square we have to put minus of a square. What is a? This a, we have to square it and put a minus in this case. I will show you an example, a solved example, which will help you to understand what is happening in this case better. Now this is the case. What we need to do? I am not showing you the CF in this case. I am directly going to the PI portion. Case of PI, this is x part. So x by f of t, which is equal to 3 sin x plus 4 cos x by t square plus 4t plus 4. Okay? Now see the thing. First I am breaking this equation into two parts. See this. 3 sin x Now for this part only, if we compare sin x with sin of ax plus b, what we get? A is equal to 1, b is equal to 0. And what I have told you previously, to put the value of minus a square in place of d square. So I am doing the same thing. 3 sin x by minus 1 square plus 4d plus 4 plus 4 cos x by minus 1 plus 4t plus 4. Okay, so I hope it's clear up till this part. So doing this, what we get is 3 sin x by 4d plus 3 plus 4 cos x by 4d plus 3. Now see, we are having a problem in this case that we have d. If we have only the if we have only 1 by d, then we could have integrated it and get to the answer. But here we have other things with d. So the only way to get rid of this problem is to anyhow make it d square, this denominational part. Or if we have this, so to do that, I will multiply in both the cases with 4d minus 3. In this case also I will multiply 4d minus 3. See. Friends, please try to understand this part. It's a very important way to get to solve such problems, and you will be able to tackle such problems in a fraction of seconds if you face any kind of problems like this in the exam. What I did is just as I told you that we need to replace the value of d square. So to in the denominator, to get rid of the value of this d square, I have just multiplied it with 4t minus 3, because both of them will cancel out, become 1, so there will be no problem. And in this case also I have done the same thing. Now this will become, I am doing the remaining work in the upper part. So 4d minus 3 into 3 sin x by, this is 16d square minus 9. 16d square minus 9 plus 4d minus 3 into 4 cos x by, see this is also 16d square minus 9. Again d square, so we will put this value of 1. So 4d minus 3 by 16 into minus 1 whole square minus 9 plus 4d minus 3 into 4 cos x by 16 into minus 1 whole square minus 9. Sorry, this will be 9. And there will be a 3 sin x. I have done a small mistake here. So as a whole we can see it. Now here is d. It means differentiation. We will be differentiating it. That is, d of sin x will be, d dx of sin x. So we will be saying 4 cos x minus, 4 not, this 12 cos x minus 9 sin x plus 16 sin x cos x. There is no need of this 12 part. They will cancel and only sin x will remain. It will be the di. as you can see that I have shown you the pi is sin x. We have to find the CF also. The CF, as I can see, it's d plus 2 whole square is equal to 0. Then d is equal to minus 2 minus 2. The CF will be c1 plus c2x e to the power minus 2x. So the total solution of the equation will be CF plus PI, which is equal to C1 plus C2x e to the power minus 2x plus sin x. I'm showing you another example. This is the last example of PI, and the next session I will show you some other examples also. Please remember this example and please try to focus on it, because it's a little bit different and the working principle will be basically a little bit different in this case. See, the problem here is like this: d squared plus a squared 2y is equal to sec of ax. Alright, now friends, try to remember one thing, that if we have something like this, suppose we have a function f of x, if the function is like this, right, then we can go, this can be converted into this part, the fx will be there, and this minus sign, this will be e to the power minus x and x. Because remember friends, I have told you before that if we have this function of like this, f of x by phi of d, then we can integrate this by this is the reversal of this portion. Please friends, try to remember this thing, because it's a very important thing to remember, and you will face many kinds of problem when you will give the exams in your school, colleges and schools also. I think many of the joint entrance exams have also included this thing in their syllabus, and GATE exams also. So coming to the CF in this case, it will be so the CF will be alright, this will be the CF. I have told you in my previous session on the same topic how to find the CF. Please go and check that session. This will be the CF, and coming, I am writing a formula which I have told you previously. Please friends, try to remember this, and I will show you how to apply this in this case. Now coming to the PI part, see, sec of ax, right? Now this d square, this can be broken down as d plus ai into d minus ai. All of you, I think, I hope all of you know this figure, how to do this. Now, if we have this thing as denominator, then I can multiply both numerator and denominator by 2ia. Alright. Now this 2ia again can be broken down into d plus ia minus d minus ia. right? So what we get from here is 1 by d minus ia plus 1 by minus 1 by d plus ia. These are the two terms which we get from here. So combining the whole, we get 1 by 2 ia into sec of x by d minus ia minus sec of x by d plus ia. This part is clear for everyone, I hope. Now compare this with this function. This function. What we say? What I have told you, that phi of d minus a. In place of d minus a, if we put d minus ia, right? Then what we get from in this case is e to the power x. What I have told you, that in place of a, put another I before a, that is ia. A will be replaced by ia. So e to the power ia x. Then f of x. What is f of x here? Sec of ax. So we put here sec of ax. This whole thing into e to the power minus iax dx. Alright. This one, in a similar manner, we also get, in this case, e to the power minus iax, e to the power iax sec of ax. Now we have to integrate this whole part. Now see, this is the part. Here, as you can see that I have broken down e to the power iax. I hope all of us know that e to the power ix is equal to cos of x plus I sin of x, and e to the power minus ix is equal to cos of x minus I sin of x. I hope all of you are familiar with this thing. I have just put the value of e to the power iax and nothing else. When these both are a. See, I have just put the value of this thing here and nothing else. The value of this is put in this place, and the value of this is put in this place. I am doing the calculation of the first part. That is this thing. E to the power iax into this will be 1. Integration of 1 plus minus 1 by tan of ax dx. In a similar manner, it will also be e to the power minus iax into integration of 1 plus I of tan of ax dx. This will be the whole integration part. Now see, while integrating we get this this will be plus. All right. So this will be the case. What we will get? Again, breaking it fully, we get x into e to the power iax minus e to the power minus iax. This thing plus I by a log of cos ax. This one into e to the power iax plus e to the power minus, So I hope everybody knows that this is the 2x this will be the answer, right? Because I hope, as I have shown you before, e to the power ix minus alpha. This is the e to the power iax is equal to cos of ax plus 1 I sin of ax, right? And if we add for this minus, this sign will become minus. So if we add these two, we will get 2 cos of ax. And if we subtract these two, we will get 2 sin of ax. So this is the only thing which you need to know. This is the pi, and for CF I have already told you how to find it. If we add these two, you will get the complete solution of this problem. So if you have any doubt, you can please comment on the comment section. And if you have not watched the previous session of this video, please go and watch it. It's my suggestion rather. And the link is given in the description box. Please go and check it. Thank you.